hunt is afoot.
The hunt is afoot, Dennis.
That's an English sort of thing, isn't it?
It is. And what hunt? Well, Dennis Dieckman is talking about this hunt right here for the top 2 positions of each flight of this USBA amateur championship event. It is day 4. Today we are going to lose a few soldiers.
Yes.
and actually, I don't have high hopes for either of these two, unfortunately, because they are sort of. I think they're both kind of like at 5th, 6th place in their flight.
Why don't we put the chart up so we can look at it for this flight, so we can just see what they. I think you're correct. They're just playing for the joy of playing.
Yeah.
They are.
I will put the chart up briefly in a moment.
Sure.
I'm just going to
Finish your
update
work.
this
Yes.
scoreboard. It's Cleiton ROCHA from Boston, Massachusetts, or from Massachusetts, versus Raye RASKIN, and it looks like no score there on the first on the break-off shot by Cleiton.
No, he made one.
Did he? Oh, did he do?
Yes,
Okay.
he did make one, and he missed his second one. We were a little neglectful there. And Raye is a capable player. He's not playing up. He's a Vietnam vet also.
Is he now?
Yes, he is. But he was out in the Blue Water Navy, or sometimes referred to as the Tonkin Gulf Yacht Club.
Okay.
It's
A yacht club, huh?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that was a beautiful effort. Beautiful effort. No chance to kiss. Decent sized ball. And again, he was trying to find the corner. He's one of those guys we were talking about that. Where you get to your second and your third rails right around the corner, and then the closer you can get to the corner, the more often, and the better you're going to play. Sometimes, you know, just. And difficult shot when you sort of got to follow that. It's hard to be as accurate as you would like. And
You think he'll drop underneath this?
yeah,
red?
he's just gonna, hit it fairly thin,
Yeah.
miss the kiss.
I think that's
It's
good.
easy to do. I mean,
Yeah.
you basically you just float the ball. It's
Yeah.
you put a little English on it, but just let it float. Now I hope he's got 2 shots off the white, 1 each side. That's the one I personally would have preferred. And Raye seems to like it. Oh, and he's setting. Look at how he's moving those balls around nice. They're setting up for him. This is. I think he's going to go.
Good management, it seems like.
Yeah. No. Well, it's his speed.
I like this shot too.
See, now I was going to say I think he's going to go 5, but he went 3. So but I didn't say it. And that's. Oh man. And he's got a couple of choices here. He's been seduced by the red ball in the corner, is what I would call this. And he left it in the corner, and now look what he left Mr. Rocha. I would have tended to play that off the red ball, about 6 rails around the table, and if I hit it bad, I might make it 4. But, each to his own, as they say. This is not.
Do you think it's a preference thing, or you think it's
Well,
one is a better shot than the other?
I don't like to call a shot a better shot. Maybe more logical, but someone's logic is not always what my logic is, So it's, it's a judgment call.
Right. Okay.
And again, Raye never even looked at the red ball in that shot.
Yeah.
You know, well, all he did was see it was in the corner.
Right. It was just sort of like automatic
and
for him.
Yeah. And
Oh, that's a Little bit long.
Yeah.
A little short, I'm sorry. No, that was long.
That was long, yes. That was long. That's the correct terminology. He's got a little marriage there, but it doesn't have a really good angle to come in unless he shoots a +2 shot, and I just hate those. Those are very inaccurate, at least in my game.
How about if he just maybe shot up to the diamond 3.5 there, past these 2 balls underneath on our screen, came around 5 rails. He's not doing that at all.
I see what you're. Yeah, I don't know if he could get that long or.
Yeah, it looks like a tough shot. Look at this, though.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Well, that was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
In Chicago, in the old days, if you'd make that shot 3 rails, they'd say, "Oh, you hit that out in left field," because they played it 4 rails.
Right.
But. You have to know.
Oh no.
You have to know your tendencies. When George Ashby was calculating a double the rail shot, he would always calculate it 4 rails because his tendency was to put a little too much on it.
Like too much running, or
too much side spin, and so if he did that, he had a chance of making it 3.
I see.
And if he hit it perfectly, then he made it 4. And to me, that's the logical way to think about that shot.
You do think that's a good way to?
Oh yeah, I do that all the time since George told me that. I mean, I said, George, you're right. You're right. I always overspin it. It just gives you a little extra thing, and you're not really playing at 3, but you've got a little insurance on it, I guess you could say that. And again, your tendency. If your tendency is to underspin it, then play it a little differently.
Right.
So. He's
a little miscount with the innings there by the players. It's actually the 5th inning now, not 4. Yep. That's okay, though. We'll just
see. I'm not sure what he's planning on here, off the red, but oh my goodness! See, that was not the solution. That was not the solution. But Mason says he's just taken up the game. That he's an excellent pool player.
Yes.
And
I actually had the chance to play a little bit with him last night. He is a good pool player.
So his probably shot repertoire is kind of limited, but you could have taken that and hugged the rail and maybe gotten 5 or 6 rails in here before it floated out to the red. Okay? That's where you hit it 1,000 miles an hour with just a touch of reverse and high ball, and just keep it, going back and forth and back and forth. And sooner or later, if it floats down, it might hit the red ball. And sometimes it's going down, and by that time, the other ball has gone all the way up the table, come back down, and may even kiss the red ball, and you might score it that way. In fact, when I shoot that shot, that's where I'm aiming my hit on the yellow, is to come down and bank it into the red ball.
I see. And Cleiton has a nice chance here.
Yeah, he's got to get a real good hit here, but at least the angles are a little difficult to see. But
he's going real thin. Oh no, he's not.
Yeah, no, he needed
a little help.
Yeah, sometimes that's there. Sometimes you get lucky on it.
Yeah. I hope if he can only see the right side of this yellow, he might have to just play like a drop in, But he's not.
No.
He's not. He's going to go off the red. don't think he can see both sides.
He might, if he can wrap
yellow.
this right around the corner with a lot of Mercedes English on it, he might be able to come out to that yellow. But yeah, he's never got quite into. You know, Raye is just leaving him just a little off.
He's going to drop in.
You know,
yeah,
that's yeah. No, oh yes, oh that way, yeah. Mm-hmm. See, and again, I would have, you know, I'm not criticizing his game, but I would have shot off the red because it was only 3 inches away, and I guarantee you I can get a hit off of that.
Right.
You know, and then I'd done the same thing, drop it in and come out and get that yellow ball out in left field. But I always like to shoot at the closest ball just because my eyes are so bad. You know, that was a very good hit for Raye. I'm not sure this is going to have to, is this got a back in or is he going to, oh yes, just got the edge.
That was nice.
Yep. Well, Raye has got a lot of experience playing. He's played in a lot of tournaments over the years, and you know he's looking good for an old man. But as opposed to me, yeah, he's forced to. It's something like, ooh, Raye, very creative. Did you make this? Ooh,
He did.
Beautiful, Raye.
That was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, he's making it look pretty easy this morning.
No, yeah. Ooh, that did make.
He's making it look easy this morning, Dennis.
Mm-hmm. Now he had a real tough bridge there, but he stayed down on it. You know, he didn't jump up or do anything, and that's why he made it. Now this one is, I think, just. Well, he's taken the.
And I think we have another.
No. That shot is the, again, for me, I will do anything to keep from shooting that shot. I would have done that like 4 or 5 reels.
Really, I like that shot.
Oh,
actually.
I hate it.
You know, with the white being such a small ball, you know what I mean. But I like that shot.
I will shoot it if the 2 balls are wetted, you know, someplace down in here.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know. It's just once it comes off that, let's see, what, 1, 2, the third rail, if the speed slower comes to here, faster will come into the corner, sort of. And it's hard to get the speed down. Let's see. Yes, he'd shoot this just like his teacher shoots him. That's exactly how Mason would have shot that. Yep.
Full ball hit.
Mm-hmm. And those balls, if you get it at speed, it seems to get the same shot back and forth, sort of, and keeping it in the square table rather than the whole.
Yes, yeah.
The whole table, but he got a little unlucky here with the leave. He's been all game. He's just, you know, he's move his ball 2 inches, 1 inch, and he's got a much better shot. So it's a game a matter of inches, or even millimeters. Yeah, dropped it in. I think he made this.
Yeah, he's good.
I think he made it. Did he hit it? You hit it hard enough, didn't he? Oh, these tables are so.
That was nice.
So clean. JoJo is doing a heck of a job on it.
Yeah, these tables are in great shape. Cliff Dubé as well, and he's actually the.
Well, he's the mechanic. Right?
He's but he's an authorized Gabriels mechanic. He's one of the only ones in the United States.
Really, I didn't know that. Who's doing that?
Who's doing what?
Oh, I thought the table moved again.
Probably me. I was shifting.
Okay. As long as it wasn't me.
You'll just have to forgive me. Still sort of getting comfortable this morning.
Yeah, Raye is, every once in a while, anybody will have a game over one or something, and it's, and as I say, I think as I recall when Raye was playing and he was younger and kind of a billiard stud, that he'd play around 700 or so,
billiard stud. Okay.
Oh.
Definitely got to write these down. T-shirt ideas. Well, I hope you guys are all comfortable watching us today, and don't see a lot of activity in the chat room. It's early for many of you, so wakey, eggs and bakey.
I'm curious what they mean by yes, the audio is good. Is it good quality, or they like listening to us?
We always do an audio check when we start our day. So
okay,
the audience is a great barometer for us to. Oh, nice shot.
Well, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Smith and Marty Herman, I think.
Yeah, Marty Herman is. He's from Boston. And he has his own program that he does called Herman University, and he streams live from his pool table at home on Ustream once or twice a month.
See, now that shot that Rocha just shot.
Rocha.
He knew there was a kiss there. He was trying to avoid it, and when you do that, that's when you have to hit it 1,000 miles. I think Raye is on the rail, but 1,000 miles an hour. Because if you do get a kiss, it could still be on, and that ball was on after the kiss.
Nice hit by Raye.
Oh yeah,
just got another billiard.
Well, Raye is, I think he knows he's out of it, so he's relaxed.
Yeah, that might be it actually.
It's
just enjoy. Have fun, right? They say.
Well, he knows how good he could play in the past, and he's. I've been looking at his average, and he's just, just.
There's a lot less pressure when you're in this position.
Yeah.
But by the way, the matches are going to get interesting today because, these are the final matches of people vying for first and second place in their bracket in their chart. So.
No, like I said, there's going to be some dog fights today.
Yeah, there are. There are going to be a few.
For second place in 4 of the things, and then, there's one bracket that I think.
Oh, nice shot, Cleiton.
Just about everybody in it has a chance, and it's not going to be determined maybe till the very last game.
Absolutely.
Bracket,
This is a very close match in and of itself.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, these players
thoroughly enjoying
evenly matched, and I'm sure everybody would like to see Cadron and Bloomdahl and playing at 2 or 3 averages, but I tell you, these people play with their hearts on their sleeves. They're evenly matched, and it's the games are very exciting. We've had a lot of games that have come down to the wire. It's almost more exciting to watch these guys because they show a little emotion.
Well, we're tied up here after only 9 innings, and it's 8 up.
Yeah. So look at that kiss. See, look at. Oh, come on, Raye. Did you hit that? You hit that real hard.
That's
come on,
just unacceptable to me.
No, it's not. No. I got.
Yeah, now that's acceptable.
Over the years, I have been showing kiss shots. They know it's going to kiss, and then it's going to make. And it won't make unless it kisses. So you shoot the kiss shot. And I've been exposed to these because these are very good players that have told me this, and they're kind of a secret. And because they're trying to get a real, get me to make them a cue for nothing.
Right.
So they open up and show me these things, and I'm going, wait a moment. Come on. But it works, and if you got to practice it, but it's crazy. And so you shoot these in the game, and your opponent looks at you, and they don't even know that this shot exists. Right? And you happen to make it. And then it's like, oh, and this is when you have to run 4 or 6 more, okay? Because then they'll really be annoyed. Okay, now a little longish, not quite a bit longish, but.
We're going to have a lot of fun tonight with the Carom Clash.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And I'm so looking forward to seeing Gil Najim, who has been holding the fort at the Elks Lodge in Boston, Burbank, California. I hope everybody is okay in Los Angeles. I mean, we left L.A. It was beautiful and sunny, and now I'm just seeing on the news there's all these mudslides and rain. I mean, I'm just hearing terrible things, but so far so good. I have not heard from any friends or acquaintances of any accidents or mishaps due to these mudslides in California.
Oh God, they've been.
But it's the news is not good. It's been pretty bad. 59, they said, something like that.
Oh yeah,
fatalities.
And
or 39, something like that.
There's a significant number, and I think a lot of the residents didn't quite believe how serious it could be. I mean, did you see how big the rocks were that have come down the hill?
Yes.
Some of them are big as cars.
Yeah, they're boulders,
Yeah, boulders. Yeah, they're not.
Speaking of boulders, the yellow did not. The boulder did not back up for Raye. He's going to go back to his chair. Yeah. And check his Facebook page on his phone. That's what he looks like he's doing.
Yeah, it's kind of a little rude.
Well, morning time. I often give people an allowance when it's first thing in the day.
Yeah.
But
oh my goodness,
I have a tendency to do that once in a while myself. It's a bad habit,
See, now this is clearly a ticky. Little reverse on it. Everything else is going to kiss. If he plays off the white ball, oh my God, he might be able to shoot. If he can shoot the white ball in the corner, he can maybe go around 5. But he's going to have to hold that up a little bit, it looks like, and he can't reverse it off the right side of the white. And again, I think a ticky is in order here, but we'll see what he does. He shot it right in the corner, played good pool, and now is the question, is it short enough?
It's long.
Yeah, well, see, he had to curve the ball this way
with force follow.
No, this one was a little bit of low ball. Like 830.
Oh, you mean with a draw, yeah.
Well, no, not draw, just a little bit. See, that's
like a half tip.
For a long time, I tried to draw these balls, and I'd get kisses, and then someone said, "Oh, you're just shooting it in the wrong place." Instead of like 6:30, he says, "Shoot it at 8:30, and pop it." And since then, I've been missing kisses and things. But it's, anytime you're using below center, it's a little less accurate than just dead ball or whatever else you can choose to use.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, very good. And look he's manipulated the red ball very good. He's got,
he's taken the lead also, first time in this match, except for his break off.
Yeah, Raye's kind of stalled at 8 a little bit, it looks like. But now the question is, off the red or off the yellow, He likes it off the red. It's 6 of one, half a dozen the other, I think. Oh my! That didn't hit.
No, it didn't hit.
Wow.
Didn't hit. I have to say, that shot is hard for me. I don't know why. I think it's just maybe I don't practice it enough.
Well, that's a mandatory shot. Out in North Hollywood, when it was still around, I had a teacher. His name was Andy Nobody. And
that was his name?
Yeah, he was about 5 foot tall.
Yeah.
And from the Philippines. And this guy could play that half table shot around like that. And
yeah.
If you left him that, he'd run 4 or 5 or 6 every time. Every time. And
he just kind of knew how to get there. Huh?
Yeah, and he showed me a few things on it. You know, I still call it the nobody shot. Very sweet old man. He must have been 75 or 80 when I met him. I mean, he was old.
Just going?
Nope.
A little long.
Yeah, that's when you're shooting a lag 3 rails, the farther away the wetting is from your third rail, the less accurate you can be. Now,
Dennis.
Did that? I think there was this could energize him. Yes, you had a question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just wondering, how many nationals have you played? Have you played national USBA events?
I played in, I think it was 2003 in Masters Billiards, and Charlie Brown needed one more player, and he tapped me on the shoulder.
Oh, okay.
And I got, let's see, I beat Yanni from Greece. Game took 3.5 hours to 25 points. Charlie Brown was over for the last hour and a half, crossing his arms, watching us.
Yes, the great Charlie Brown.
Yeah. And then I had a chance to play Alan Gilbert, and I got 14 on him in the first 7 innings. And of course he squeezed me out, and I don't think I got to 18, the old dirty old man. Oh, he could just, he could put the squeeze on you. It's, I don't want to really make an ethnic remark or anything like that, but just what Gilbert said it was, and where he learned it. He said it's just called the Mexican squeeze, because that's a style of play. The Mexicans have a little different style of play than, say, the South Americans.
I see.
And you know, they like both. All the Latinos, the Hispanic speakers, love the fancy shots, the fantastico.
Yes, you know, like the conquistadors and the swashbuckling.
Right, and this is why Mercedes.
The matador shots. Actually, Mercedes' game very reminiscent of a matador, in my opinion.
Oh yes, and when she reverts to that's
a bullfighter, you know.
Yeah, she wins more games when she keeps that under control.
She has a lot of flair. She really does. She's like the TGI Fridays of of billiards.
See, look at this. The lead is going back and forth. They're playing at a decent average. And he didn't quite. Not a bad idea. It was wise to leave that red ball there, because that red ball is not that big, and that's kind of a hard spot to get it. And he didn't leave his ball in the corner when he missed. So he, at least plan B was in effect. You know, not that this is safe, because again, you asked me that a couple of days ago, and I said, yeah, you're never going to play me safe unless you take one ball off the table. I'm going to figure out any shot you leave me. Oh, this could be. This is the.
Oh, it's there. Oh, and look at that.
It's the only way that makes that ball bigger.
Yeah, Clayton's just thrilled he made that hit.
Oh yeah, and that's shooting it that way. That ball is, well, it's bigger than if you didn't go up and down. If you tried to go, you know, short, long, short, or something like that, then it's a little smaller. But the way he played it is a big ball. 2. Okay, now we've had another lead change. Rocha's come back. Raye went out to, what do you have, 7 in the first 7 or something like that? And
yeah, I think it was 6 or yeah. But he had a run of. He opened up with a run of 4. His first visit to the table. That's perfect.
It looks.
No.
Corner shooter. Oh God, you hate it. You hate it. You hate it.
Raye will forgive him.
Yeah. But so now we've had another late change, 11 to 10 in 15 innings.
That's long. No, it's going.
Yep, yep.
I am liking this match. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
If it's not nip and tuck all the way, I don't know what it is.
Now, just as an example, when I calculate that shot, I'm actually playing at 4 rails. Okay?
Yeah.
And if I hit it a little thick and a little too much English, which is my tendency, then it goes 3. But if I calculate it 3 and I hit it a little too thick, a little bit English, and then it goes long. So it's like you got a little insurance on there. I don't know if Raye is, it's not a bad, you can locate, you can locate the white ball really precisely when it's about that distance away. I mean, and he's got the red to worry about. See,
It's only 2 cushions.
Yeah.
Because of that red.
Yeah.
It was on target.
Yeah, I think it did a little kiss. Right?
Yeah.
Well, he knew. You see, he knew that was there. He played it so slow. He wanted to hit the red just a little softer.
Yeah.
And
or even a little, just a tad thinner.
I've always found, and I've been told by this by others. I mean, I didn't find this myself, but if you're thinking that you might have a kiss,
you probably do.
Then find another shot.
Really?
It's the guys that talk.
Well, that's a little confusing. Like you've told me in other shots, play the kiss.
Well, those are trick shots. Those are trick shots.
I see.
Okay?
I see.
If we get a chance, I'll show you a real first shot.
Okay.
The kisses, and
Yeah.
And well, have you seen Mercedes having fun?
Yes, I have seen that video.
Okay, and you see that kiss shot?
Yeah.
And she really did make it on the first try.
Timing shots.
And I've been shown that shot by a couple other people, and but yeah, it's a beautiful shot. See, you're more accurate shooting into a rail than parallel to it. Ah, good. See, he's finally, okay, I don't know. Now, see, he was right. He should have shot short, long, come in if he wants to do that. Oh, this is good, though.
Oh, it's going to come off
good.
the white.
How can that miss?
Oh, that's a heartbreak.
That was well conceived.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's a heartbreaker. There were a bunch of ways that the billiard could have happened there.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the beauty of that shot. Yeah, and he got his 3 rails.
He did
coming in.
Yeah.
So
because he doubled.
Well, actually,
didn't he? I can't remember now.
No, yes. he went up short rail.
Ah, yeah.
Down here.
So he
went that way.
He went long, short, long. Yeah. Or
but
just long, short. Yeah.
That's a Turkish shot. A guy named Tuzol. He's got a book out. He shows the systems for a lot of that. And I'm sure Raye has got that book. And a lot of people are very impressed with that book, including some of the best players in the world. But now, you see the ball curved a little bit?
Yeah. Well, he was playing off the cushion. Playing on.
Okay. He's hearing me, I guess.
Well, he can't. We didn't say anything before he shot, so I don't think you sharked him.
No.
I mean, yes, but our friend Dennis Dieckman here has a tendency to get a little excited.
Oh, yeah.
But so do I. I mean, this game is just an exciting game to me. I mean,
okay, he's going to go rail first here. Looks like either that or ball first. But no, I rail first. Yeah, it's clearly a
very
good
nice shot.
I mean it.
Ray's playing very well.
Oh yeah, no,
I mean, I'm liking Cleiton too. You know, there's Marty saying in the chat room that Cleiton's not a very experienced player playing billiards, but he's definitely holding his own in this match.
I'll keep it down. I'll keep it down.
Not right now. Oh, no. Yeah.
Now move over here.
So I decided, with the help of Geraldine, we decided to install our screen so that we wouldn't distract these players, which I don't use all the time, Dennis, because I feel like it gives a false sense of security. It makes people actually speak louder.
Yes, yes.
It's kind of like, you know, riding a motorcycle with a helmet on.
Can that go over there so I can see? Just move it. Yeah, okay. Yep, oops. Violation. Yeah, that's good.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me update the score.
So I did shower this morning, so it's because I'm too loud. I don't have BO today.
I don't know. I don't know what the principle is, but monitor just. Oh, good. So, surprisingly, no score since we have made these adjustments. So, just a few innings have gone by. It's now inning 21.
65. And they're playing a little over 600, 650, 600s. No. No.
It's like we need to just settle back in, you know. It's like a whole new match now, right?
Yeah.
Have you known Raye a long time?
He's from California. I've known of him. There's a lot of players through the organization. When you read the newsletters and you see the results of tournaments, you know these names, and sooner or later you run into them. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Probably ran into Raye in one of the New York City tournaments, I would think. So,
I see.
And the Sangleys, it used to be the Sangley Memorial, and now it's the
Verhoeven Open.
Verhoeven Open.
Yeah.
Yep. See, now this is an interesting. He's got a marriage, but he's got to come in at the right angle. And 3 rails around the table is not the answer.
I like 4. I like 4.
Yeah, well, I like an up and down shot, you know, because if you're coming up and down from that angle, then you've got the angle on that marriage. You know?
I think he's looking at the 4.
Yeah.
I like a 4-railer.
Yeah, if you can get this long enough. Oh, he did get a little. Do you see that ball curve just a little bit?
Yeah, that's a good shot.
And he did. And you see that curve right before the third rail? Well, that's it. He probably hit that with a lot more high ball than English. Just favoring the English, but and that produced that curve, and that lengthened it out just a little bit. Very well. And again, Mason's probably showing him that. It's a technique, you know.
He's getting private lessons.
Oh yeah. Well, he plays in
I
Mason's room a lot.
Yeah, I like. He's got a lot of potential. Dennis.
Oh yeah.
Definitely does. You know. Are you okay? Comfortable?
Oh yeah.
Good.
I'm quite fine. Thank
Good.
you.
Oh, this looks good too.
Yeah, that's a 2. And
That's a good shot.
We have another leave change. You know, one of them gets a point ahead.
Yeah, this match has been going. I mean, the swings have been, you know, they're not even really swings. They're just it's nip and tuck all the way. But this is I think this is probably the 3rd time Cleiton has taken the lead, with the exception of his first point to the break-off. So, you know, question remains: Will Raye have a chance to take it back? Cleiton's looking very comfortable right now.
Is he playing at 6?
It's coming back.
Well, so I'll hit those shots really, really hard. Play at 6, and sometimes you make it 4. Oh, they just.
It just went, just shy of.
Yeah, he had the speed.
Just long, a little long.
But,
however, he's up 15-13 now.
Yep.
23 innings. Not sure what he was doing there.
Well,
he was coming off the white.
You know, he needed to move that ball about 2 inches, and that's I used to be able to do that, but no more. And he could have got it thin enough, but it's virtually. Sometimes you don't even see the ball move, and you hit it. It's scary.
Where's the red going to go on this
Yeah,
shot,
well,
Dennis?
that's my question that I would say. I think he's going to, it's not going to go, oh, he's going that way. I wondered which way he was going. See,
He ran out of gas.
yeah, it looks like, well, these balls are rolling.
He got it.
He got it. Amazing.
That was pretty.
No, these tables, again, the Cliff, is it Cliff or Clint?
Cliff Dubé.
Cliff, yes. He did an excellent job of setting these up. JoJo's keeping them nice and clean.
Oh, they're playing. I think they're playing flawless.
Oh, yeah. Has he ever come in with the Ghostbusters machine? From
JoJo's vacuum cleaner, you mean?
yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen him wearing it. No.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I can see Mason knows a lot of techniques to do things, and I can see this guy doing a couple of things that I think Mason is taught him. Mason did say that this fellow had been, paying attention to what he said about the game things.
Well, it's always nice to have a good student. You know what I mean? Somebody who
You're right.
is a sponge,
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the hardest part of teaching is, the student may perceive that he's ready or he or she is ready, but they
Oh, yeah.
often feel like they know more than the teacher.
Mary Hundley for Tontarian, table 2.
However, it can be, I tell you what, this game it can be taxing learning all the things about this game, all the aspects of this game. And I mean, when people start talking to me about systems, it starts to sound like white noise to me.
Well, your systems are interesting. The only time I ever use the numbers is when I'm lagging. If I'm playing off a ball, it's by feel.
Right.
I may use the diamonds and put numbers on them, but I'm not trying to go in a straight line off my object ball. I'm trying to curve it, so the numbers become irrelevant. And
Another nice billiard from Raye.
mm-hmm.
Ray's not backing down.
No, I mean Raye. Raye puts a 4 or 5 pack on him. He's bingo. I mean. Interesting here. There's a lag. There's about 4 shots here, and when there's that many shots, sometimes it gets confusing. Gets you. Oh,
He played that short.
Yeah.
I thought the white was going to move the red away anyway.
No. But, oh yeah, that's an amazing shot. Sang Lee would never. He could make that. He would
never miss that shot.
Well, that particular shot where you reverse it like that, he would shoot that just about any place, and when you missed it, that's when you were you were shocked. You weren't surprised when he made it. It was like when he missed it, and he was just scary on that shot. And he'd hit it so smooth, he'd put so much English on it by hitting it soft. Come on, Raye, come on.
Dennis wants to see a match.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Sometimes he's gonna. Is he gonna? I think he's gonna make
He'll back up.
Is it gonna back up? No.
No.
I was wondering about that.
That's kind of one of my favorite shots, actually.
Sometimes if you hit that red ball real thick, and instead of going around the table, you come to the long rail down there, then the short rail, and it'll back right up. It's the long back up. And if you shoot it that way and you make it, your opponent will really look at you like, because they think you were playing it.
Right, because it looks lucky.
Right. Oops. And it doesn't. It misses a kiss that way. And if you do happen to make it, you know you're going to really annoy your opponent. And you want to get your opponent annoyed in this game. You may like him, but when you're on the table, billiards is war. Okay?
Bam.
Well, he managed the red ball.
I think it's a little long.
I think you think you're correct.
Oh my goodness, you got the billiard.
I'll tell you, he's had 2 where they've scored and that ball has moved 1 millimeter from where it was. Kuleman's told me, he says, you know, there are days I can't get an edge. I hit the ball straight on.
Right.
But the days I can get just edges, it's like, ha, ha, ha. Oh, look at this now. Oh, in Detroit, if I'd made that, they would have said, oh, he made a Dieckman slime shot. Hit the red really well. Oh, man.
Shout out to our friend Jay Miles in the chat room. He says he's in the hospital. I hope you're all right. And he says he does say thank you for asking. I'm okay. Nothing that some meds and some POVPOOL can't take care of. So positive. Seems like the
he wants to play
positive
this
outlook.
See, he wants to play this long, but he's worried about there is a kiss here, a good potential for a kiss, and he hit it now, but no kiss, no billiard.
A couple innings have flown by without my counting them. Apologize for that.
It's 27.
Actually 28, because remember they...
No, that's right. The yellow ball puts it up, right?
Well, no, they miscalculated their innings in the beginning. From the beginning. That was a good shot. I don't think Raye wants to hear that from you.
Fuck him.
Hey.
Excuse me. I apologize. I let that slip out, but he's a Vietnam veteran too now. Come on, Raye.
Yeah.
No, it's a little long. Come on, Raye.
That's
spin
nice.
It. Oh,
very nice.
These balls, these short rails can spin it if you get it going. See now, look at he's got it going. He's got a decent shot for another billiard. He's playing it long, and
that's going to be good.
Oh yeah, see.
I like this.
Hey,
we have ourselves a.
Are we going to see a 5 and out here?
We're going to see a well, this is a cliffhanger, that's for sure. And coming from Raye,
yeah, he got a little unlucky here, but this is no Chilly Willy. Let's see what he comes up. He's a pretty creative player. You know, I know what he's thinking, but he's also thinking I'm just not. I don't think I can hit it thin enough today.
Thin off the white.
Well,
even
he can not. I think he was looking at the red.
Yeah, I know. Oh, he's drawing out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he didn't play the backup though. No.
No. no. He jumped up a little bit.
Yeah.
Instead of, you got to really stay down on that shot. But now it's, look at this. What's this? 18 to 18.
Yes,
This
that's
has been
correct.
This is. I mean, you talk about an exciting game. You know. It's a tactical thing. It really doesn't matter the innings. It's just that you like to see these games that are so close. You know.
Well,
and
I don't think they want it to be that close, but
no, one of them wants to run away with it.
Yeah.
But and Raye's got a very legitimate shot here to retake the lead.
Thin off the red and then drop it
just
underneath.
Like that. Yep.
Yeah. This is that's
it.
Basic for him.
Needs one.
Yeah. He'll probably play the same shot now. Oh no, he's gonna go.
I don't know why. Well,
he's gonna come underneath. Yeah.
No, he's playing it long.
Yeah. He play the fifth rail. Oh no, it's not over yet. Not over yet, Dennis.
Nope. Ooh, but he got. He is totally locked up, Rocha. This is. If he plays this with a level cue, the European referees tell me it's a foul every time. He's got to jack up. If you
Is there a defensive shot here?
No, you cannot think about defense. He's got to. I'm not. It looks like there could be a cross table. But actually, I think the shot is to jack up and masse it off the yellow around the corner. I mean, he's so close. It's almost like a trick shot. But if if you listen real carefully, you'll hear a click, click here. Yeah, there. See, he's jacking up. Yeah, he's finally found the shot. And real soft. Too hard. A little softer. But that was.
I did hear that click, click.
Well, if the player, what the referee said, if the player jacks up, they're demonstrating to you that they know that this is a potential foul, and so even if you hear the click click, it was their intent, so you don't call anything. But okay. Got to be a perfect hit. That's what I little too thin, but he's saying to Rocha, don't leave me a shot, baby. I know a lot of players that would just eat this up, double the rail. I'd shoot it and probably miss it 90% of the time, but
no, I'm hitting the yeah, that's my shot. That's my shot. That's the pool shot,
It's the pool shot, right? But the shot was the double the rail, because now the ball.
Well, he's given. This is a biscuit.
Right. Right. And that's just,
as George Aronek likes to call it, a cookie.
Right. And Rocha made the mistake of taking him off the rail and shooting the smaller ball.
Yeah. It's buffet time for Raye Raskin. There you go. What a good game. Raye Raskin, he pulls it off at the last minute.
And he was behind by maybe Rocha got out.
And therein lies the question again. You say it's never a time to, you never think about defense, But I mean, would it not have been better to shoot a different shot?
Well,
for Rocha.
Well, like I say, if you
in that particular instance.
Well, yeah, I would have favored the double a rail, and it could have crawled around that, could have gotten 4 or 5 rails and made.
Right.
You just hug it on the rail, and if the yellow ball was frozen, then that's a little iffy. But if it was off that rail about a 1/4 of an inch, even an 1/8 of an inch, so you don't get the kiss. Oh man, the double a rail, that's a huge ball there. going around the table, it's I'll give him 100 tries at that and see how many times he makes. And I'll give him 100 tries at the double a rail, and I'll bet you after that he'll never shoot around the table again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, thanks for that. Once again, great match between Raye and
wonderful.
Cleiton ROCHA. Ray Raskin defeats Cleiton 20 to 18 points, and
in 30 innings.
in 30 innings.
So Raye shoots a little over 6. And,
Good for him this morning.
And ROCHA just a little under 6. And that's decent play.
Yeah,
that's decent play.
That's respectable. All right, we're going to be right back. Is Mercedes next?
Oh, yeah, she's next.
Okay. Mercedes Gonzalez. No, she's playing on table. Wait a minute. Where's she going? All right, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. I don't think